Well, today I had a press conference around foot and mouth disease where I set out some of the steps that we are taking as government to combat the outbreaks of foot and mouth disease that we've seen. Obviously, we've been able to close cases in the Eastern Cape and Limpopo, and that was largely because of the huge amount of cooperation between the department, organised agriculture, local authorities, and that level of cooperation meant that we could move through that particular problem rather quickly. Unfortunately, we've seen extensive outbreaks in KwaZulu-Natal, Gauteng, Free State, and now in the Northwest. It's obviously essential that everybody sticks to the rules and the protocols around the movement of animals, the monitoring of animals. The department has also procured 72 million rands worth of vaccines. We've ported 900,000 vaccines that are in South Africa, which are going to be used to vaccinate in those areas. Obviously, there's a longer-term plan. We had a Bosberaad during the month of July that brought government, industry, farmers, organised agriculture, and the value chain together to plot a path forward about how we can move South Africa to ultimately becoming an FMD-free status in the world. Now, that's obviously going to take a process. Also made the announcement today that the ARC have indicated that the local vaccine will be available or in production by the first quarter of next year, and that's the goal that we're working towards. Currently, we're importing vaccines from Botswana, and I'm really looking forward to us being able to have a local vaccine production facility, and that's part of our pathway that we're setting forward. We're also looking at abattoirs in foot and mouth disease areas so that people are not incentivized to move animals out of those areas. And of course, greater cooperation with the SAPS and local authorities to assist the department with monitoring the movement of animals. And then in November, we'll be launching the track and trace system that's going to require every animal in the country under commercial agriculture to be tagged and to be given proper certification to be able to move. That will allow us to have far more control over the movement of animal in the Republic, and we'll make sure that those requirements are adhered to at auctions, feedlots, abattoirs, and various other places to make sure that we have that compliance. But at the end of the day, it's going to require working together. Government cannot do this alone. The agriculture sector can't do it alone, and our farmers can't do it alone. It requires this partnership, and where we've beaten foot and mouth disease in the Eastern Cape and Limpopo, that has been characterized by high degrees of cooperation between all the role players in terms of getting on top of this. And biosecurity remains our top priority, and that is why I announced today as well an FMD task team headed by the department, but also bringing on the private sector into this task team and veterinarians to be able to help us guide our way through this new pathway towards getting us towards FMD-free status in South Africa, because then it really opens up the world for commercial export of red meat into places we've never seen before, and other places we've never exported to before, and it would mean that we can massively ramp up production here in South Africa, and that's good for our economy, and it's great for jobs.